there everyone, Rianne from Rianstagram. I'm doing another video. It's been ages since I've done one. I've had my little boy. Obviously I was pregnant for last year. I posted a couple of videos. I did say that I was going to do a second trimester video and a third trimester. I didn't get round to it. So here we are today in 2021, January. So here we go. So I've thought of 7 things that people probably won't tell you. There's most likely more, but I don't have time to do anything nowadays, so 7 for now. I may think of others on my Instagram. Check it out. I'll probably talk about it then. Right, number 1. You have to be a bodybuilder. Obviously that baby doesn't stay a seed for the whole of its life. It gets bigger. So my boy, when he was born, he was 9 pounds 7 ounces, which is equivalent to about 4.3 kg. So I was carrying that for the end of the pregnancy. Obviously when he was bigger, he was probably about 4 kg, and then he got up to 4.5, almost 4.5. It's not just about when you're pregnant, when you're carrying that weight, it's about afterwards as well. When you have had your baby is attached to you like glue. You'll be trying to do something and then baby's crying, you have to pick up the baby and do whatever you're doing. He's probably like 6 kg now, I don't even know, but he's grown like so much. So carrying around like that weight and doing other things, you have to be very, very strong. Point number 2, you have to be Wolverine. You have to have healing powers like Wolverine. You give birth and you have your beautiful little baby you have to take care of, and obviously you're going to have help from your partner or your family if you live with your family. At the moment it's really difficult because of the restrictions. You know, a lot of people haven't had their family around them, including me, during this time when you've just got a newborn and you really need some support. So yeah, you will have some support here or there, but a lot of it is on you as the newborn mother. For the first week and a half, probably 2 weeks, I was still aching. I had an epidural, I had stitches. I was super achy because of the weight that I was carrying during my pregnancy. My ankles, my knees, I still had water retention. It was a crazy time. Thinking back on it, it was, I don't know, I'd say it was tough, but I'm a warrior, so, you know, it was fine for me. So some people might not know, an epidural, they put a tube right through your spine. That had to heal, and it was just like a constant bruise on my back as well. I also had a problem with my stitches soon after I had the baby. Basically because I was carrying my little boy around and I was lifting him and putting him down, and I was sitting down and standing up. I was constantly on the go. That affected my stitches, so I had to go and get them checked out soon after I gave birth. So take care of yourself. Something that I did, and it was really great actually, my mom recommended it, taking baths with lavender oil. Lavender oil is brilliant, it helps you heal. So 8 drops of that in a bath, nothing else. You can put some tea tree in there as well. I put about 8 drops as well. Tea tree is good just to keep things clean. So tea tree and lavender in a bath of hot water, not boiling hot, just warm, I guess. Point 3, you have to be an octopus as well as a cow, because obviously you're expressing milk, you're feeding your baby. So obviously it's like we're cows, yeah. But being an octopus as well as a cow, so an octopus cow. You have to multitask like crazy, so you have to have like 8 arms. Is that how many arms, tentacles a octopus has? I don't know. What's the craziest thing that I've done with my baby, multitasking wise? I've had to hold him to my breast to feed, as well as have a hair dryer in my hand to dry up the pee that he's just put on my bed, because I was just exhausted by that point. I didn't even care that I was about to sleep in my baby's pee. And mind you, this was like 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that. I probably had about half an hour's sleep. So it's the craziest thing I've done. Point number 4, you have to be content with not brushing your teeth until 4 p.m. sometimes later, because you will get up in the morning with your baby and be like, right, I'm gonna feed him, put him down, go brush my teeth, go have a shower or whatever, and it never happens. Never happens. My baby's 6 weeks old now. The first 3 weeks, 4 weeks, it was like that. I would get up, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna brush my teeth, As soon as I get into the bathroom, I pee or something, and then I hear crying, so I had to get out of the bathroom and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, I think the latest I brushed my teeth was about 6 p.m., which is a little bit gross. Point number 5. You have to be content with eating one proper meal every other day. Meaning, like, on Monday, you might have a proper meal in the evening, you know, something nice, fills your belly. On the Tuesday, you're on the go, constantly on the go. Gets to Wednesday, you're still constantly on the go, but you still manage to cram in one good meal because you were starving, absolutely starving by that point. So yeah, you got to be content with having one good meal every other day. One tip to prevent this from happening, because you do need to make sure you're eating and keeping your energy up because you're breastfeeding and you're supporting a little baby. Just eat. Just do it. If your baby's down, if he's crying, leave him for a second, go and eat a snack. And then you'll have energy to carry on looking after him. You know, it's got to be done. Point number 6. You have to be psychic as well. So your baby can be crying about anything pretty much. And it's your job to be psychic and decipher exactly what it is that your baby wants. I don't know, it could be anything. They could need burping, they might just want to be held, they might be really tired and they don't understand how to sleep. It can be anything. A tip for this, something that I found really useful, is to note down what it is that happens with my baby every single day. I'd say every single day. So in my phone I've got like a little time chart thing. So say my baby has a feed at 12, I type in my phone 12 p.m. baby feed, and then he falls asleep straight after. So 12:05 baby sleep, and then I do that for one day, and then when it gets to the next day I can kind of look back at what had happened the previous day, and I kind of know, oh right, so baby is most likely tired at this point, or baby most likely wants a feed now. Even when he poops as well, I'll type that in my phone, so it'll be like baby poops, because sometimes he, most of the time, he poops on regimen. He just poops 11 p.m. There he goes. So yeah, my baby kind of sticks to that. I'm not sure whether other babies do, but noting things down in your phone gives you an idea of what's going to happen next. And point number 7, you have to be content with the fact that everybody else can carry on with their lives as normal and your life is dramatically different. And this includes your partner to some extent. You know, they also have a massive change in their life being a father, but you as the mother, it feels as though, especially if you're breastfeeding, it feels as though you can't do anything without thinking of the consequences of your actions. The simplest things, such as taking a shower. The first 2 weeks, when my baby was just fresh out the womb, he was constantly feeding. I wanted him to as well, because it took a while for my breast milk to come in. So the more contact I had with him, the more it encouraged my breast milk to develop. So if I wanted to shower, I would literally say to my partner, I'm getting in the shower, I'm going. And I'll be upstairs and I'll quickly have a 5-minute wash, and I'd come downstairs and he'd be crying and I'd need to put him back on my breast. So that's the reason why I say, you know, even your partner's life can carry on somewhat normally. He can go and have a shower. He doesn't have to think about, oh, I've got to express some milk for the baby while I go and have a 5-minute, 10-minute shower. I'm trying to take a bath so that I can heal. It was virtually impossible. But one great tip that I would have is to get a breast pump. It is excellent. I've expressed like 5 bags of milk now that's in the freezer, so if I did have to get up and go quickly for some reason, like for instance when I said I had to go to the hospital to have my stitches checked, I was literally on the day, I was just like, I've got to express some milk quickly so that I can go to this appointment. and I didn't even know whether it would be enough, how long I'd be at the hospital for, etc. But having a breast pump, expressing, having a good stash in the freezer or in the fridge, it only lasts 3 days in the fridge, hence why I put it in the freezer. It gives you peace of mind, otherwise you put too much pressure on yourself. It does take a little while to get a stash of milk because during the first month of your baby being born, he's gonna need all the milk, so you won't express a lot to store away, but keep at it because when you get to 6 weeks, that's when my milk came in properly, and now I've got an abundance of milk, which I'm very happy about because it means I can do things now. So yeah, stick at breast pumping and stick at breastfeeding as well. Some people just give up with it, and I understand why. It is tough. So to finalize, in order to be successful as a newborn mom, you have to be a bodybuilding octopus with the healing powers of Wolverine, unsanitary, starving, psychic, and you have to be content with the fact you can't escape. Okay, so those are my 7 points. There we go. Right, so thank you for watching, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well during this 3rd lockdown. I want you to tell me one thing that you miss during this lockdown, one thing that you really miss. Second thing, I want to know something that is getting you through this lockdown. Third thing I want to know is a place that you would like to go as soon as all this nonsense is out the way, one place in the world that you want to go. So message me on Instagram. For me, one thing that I miss is traveling, just being able to go somewhere, even if it's for a weekend somewhere in Europe. Oh my gosh, I miss that. I do miss that. A lot of you don't know, I was actually supposed to be moving to Canada for 2 years, which, you know, first of all, change of plan because of the COVID stuff, and then change of plan anyway because I found out I was pregnant. But yeah, just being able to travel. I want to take my baby somewhere other than where I am right now. So second thing, one thing that is getting me through is my boy. Honestly, like sticking to not just my boy, the routine of having a newborn. A lot of people will say there's no routine, which is probably true most of the time, but having some form of routine. So I'll wake up, give him a feed. I'm free now. Like I've been free since 8 o'clock. It's now 10 o'clock. He'll probably need a feed in a little bit. So I'll get up, feed him, go in the gym, and then continue with whatever it is that I've got planned for that day. It is great having a schedule. The final thing, one place that I would like to go. I miss Atlanta. I love Atlanta. I would love to go to Atlanta. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.